The 1400 block of West Roosevelt Road died from an asthma attack that was brought on by the beating, prosecutors said.
What?
Both the teens would beat the man until he fell over a couch, and they would continue to beat him. And when they thought it was all over with, Pluto 2 times would grab a sound speaker, pick it up, and drop it on the man's head.
What?
He would go to the hospital where he would later die from the asthma attack. But
this motherfucker grabbed a speaker, a big ass speaker. Grabbed that motherfucker and said, "Huh, what the f? This motherfucking crazy."
Went the
What it is, YouTube, man, back with another little video today. You find I'm saying, bro, we gotta say crazy video out of Chicago today. Stay tuned for the whole thing, because I already know it's finna go crazy. You feel me? As y'all can see from the title of the video, this Chicago rapper committed a triple shooting. We gonna see what happened with bro. We gonna see why bro was slinging that info. We start though. You already know what the business is. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Let's dive straight into the business, man.
Burns, aka Pluto 2 times, was one of the most ruthless shooters from Chicago who resided on the city's west side. He was a CVL, conservative vice lord, and he was known for sliding. At the time of his passing, he was only 20 years old and was rumored to have over 10 bodies.
Damn!
He was a member of Ghost Mob, and their gang nation was the CVLs, conservative vice lords. Their blocks was Lamont in Iowa and Lamont and Walton. Their neighborhood was the Austin neighborhood. Some of their notable members that passed would be Ghost himself, Pluto 2 times, Lil C, Lil Chris, LZ, Spike, Mickey, Big Glow, Thule,
My God.
Sumo, and C-Quan. The rappers from their squad was DJ, Pluto 2 times, Thule, and Cody 2 times. They're allied with BBMG, 700, Richway 600, Cold Gang, and CPL. But their ops is LT, MNA, Blood Gang, Waller, Oskino Gang, BG World / C4 Mob, and Poppy Gang.
One day we was at a kickback somewhere in B Gang neighborhood. Again, shout out to everybody that's doing their thing. Like, we was in B Gang neighborhood and the song came on. But they be like dropping Roy on stage. So we used to get into it with the Roy's too, and they used to get into it with the Roy. So we playing that song on their block at the kickback, knowing there's issues with, you know, our side and their side due to the street situation. And them niggas came knocking on the door and they like, Joe, tell Pluto and Bino to come down. I swear to God, Joe, these big gang niggas, they knew exactly what they wanted, who they wanted. They did this to woo up the band. Now, there's some older guys upstairs, and they out in this with us too, no disrespect to the females. The older guys like, look, y'all, just call 12. Tell 12 there's some shit going on so motherfuckers, the females could walk away, like, and no innocent people could get hurt. Pluto and them and that bitch like, hell no, we banging it out.
He's banging it out.
That just shows you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the mentality of a motherfucker who fought a homicide, who don't, that's what the system will do to you. Niggas don't want to go back to jail. Niggas would rather bang it out than go back and fight another murder, or, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been in that situation to fight a murder. I have been in interrogation, I have been questioned for 10 murders, I have done time, but I ain't never fought that time. Like, that's different. Knowing you might not be coming home, I always knew my out date.
The west side of Chicago, or out west, like Chicagoans call it, has a very violent and ruthless reputation. Some even say out west is more dangerous than the south and east sides of Chicago.
Damn.
The people you see in this video shot a teenager and injured 2 police officers,
What the
according
hell?
to Chicago police. Investigators released the video today, hoping you can help detectives track down the crew involved in this Humboldt Park shooting that we first told you about over the weekend.
CBS News Tara Molina brings us the latest on the investigation from the 11th District Station.
An 18-year-old man was seriously injured and 2 Chicago police officers were hurt. They did not shoot back. Police are hoping this video helps track down the people involved.
Shots fired at the police, shots fired at the police.
At the police
You
is
won't
wild,
see the people
bro.
injured, but police say you're looking at the crew of people behind the injuries.
That shit crazy.
Running down the sidewalk, you see a person stop.
He straight motherfucker bent that corner Seen 12 right there up that pipe and start busting. He wilding, bro. At the police is busting in general outside is wild, but at the police, you taking that shit to a whole nother level. Real talk, brother. You tweaked out for that. Hell no, you bold as hell.
And
busting at him. Look at that.
And firing shots.
Look at that.
Then moving into the street and fires again.
What the hell?
Then these still images from video. Images police are hoping lead to the identification of the males involved. We do not know their ages. It all happened at 2 in the morning Sunday. An 18-year-old man shot in the abdomen and leg, seriously injured. 2 Chicago police officers on routine patrol, also injured. We're told the shots fired went through the windshield of their squad car, the shattered glass injuring one officer, the other shot in his bulletproof vest.
Ooh,
so we got
lucky.
That's one of those officers calling for help.
They had just gotten out of a car when they started shooting, and then our car got hit.
They did not shoot back at the crew you see in those videos.
Really?
Detectives are investigating the circumstances surrounding this shooting and looking for your help, tracking down the people behind it. Chicago police tell me the 2 officers are doing okay, but no word on the 18-year-old who suffered serious injuries.
That shit crazy.
Reporting outside the 11th District Police Station, I'm Tara Molina, CBS 2 News.
3 people have been shot and injured on the city's west side. Police say there was an exchange of gunfire in the 3300 block of West Maypole, and 3 men were hit by bullets. They were rushed to hospitals where 2 of them remain in critical condition. The 3rd victim is in fair condition. The victims are all in their 30s, and so far, no one is in custody.
Pluto 2 times.
Hold on, victims all in them grown-ass men. God damn.
His very first body when he was only 15 years old.
Wow.
One of 2 teens charged in the 2012 beating death of a West Side man over a cigarette was acquitted of the charges, while the teen's co-defendant was convicted of involuntary manslaughter in the case, officials said. Pluto 2 times will be the teen convicted of involuntary manslaughter. William Davis, 19, was found not guilty by a jury September 11th of first-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter, while co-defendant Derek Burns, 18, was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. 2 teenage boys were charged with the December beating death of a man on the west side after an argument over a cigarette.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. If y'all argue over a cigarette and it's that deep where you gotta beat bro to death, that shit wild, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. And like, bro, it's different from shooting somebody and murdering somebody and beating somebody to death, bro. That shit's crazy, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, you bold as hell, bro. Like, you was a demon. A demon, bro. What the hell? Hell no.
Computer said.
What the
Derek Burns, 15, and William Davis, 16, were initially charged with aggravated battery as juveniles, but the charges were upgraded to first-degree murder, with the 2 now being charged as adults, prosecutors said. The 2 were charged with the December 13, 2012 death of Antoine Baker, 43, after the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office determined the man's death was a homicide, prosecutors said. The office concluded that Baker, of the 1400 block of West Roosevelt Road, died from an asthma attack that was brought on by the beating, prosecutors said.
What?
Both the teens would beat the man until he fell over a couch, and they would continue to beat him. And when they thought it was all over with, Pluto 2 times would grab a sound speaker, pick it up, and drop it on the man's head.
What?
He would go to the hospital where he would later die from the asthma attack. But
this motherfucker grabbed a speaker, a big ass speaker, grabbed that motherfucker and said, "Huh, what the this motherfucking crazy."
It went the way that it went because there was drugs found in the man's system, and the examiner's office said that the drugs is what caused the asthma attack, regardless of the physical altercation. So based upon that, that's why Pluto got the involuntary manslaughter charge, and his friend walked away scot-free.
Wow.
Pluto 2 times was alleged to have over 10 bodies at the time of his death. He was known in the streets for bodies. Sosa Curry was one of his most notable bodies that he caught on his ops. Pluto was known so much in the streets for what he was doing, his friends used to tell him to stop killing and get back to making music.
What?
Pluto called 3 of his ops at one time and fatally shot all 3 at the Quick Food Mart. All 3 men were B gang members, which Ghost Mob beefs with. They all were taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, where they passed away. Over 40 shell casing markers were scattered all over the crime scene by police.
We begin with breaking news on a story we first brought you earlier tonight. 3 people have now died following a shooting in West Garfield Park.
Yeah, that's the corner store. Hell no.
WGN's Patrick Elwood has a story from Mount Sinai Hospital where those victims died.
At this hour, no arrests to report as police are searching for the suspect or suspects responsible for killing these 3 men. It was just before 3 p.m. when shots rang out in the 4200 block of West Madison. 4 men were struck by gunfire. At least 40 markers were on the ground.
Holy shit.
As police evidence technicians processed the scene and detectives tried to talk to witnesses and gather any kind of video that could be available from security cameras nearby. There are some reports that the trouble started as an argument over cigarettes outside a convenience store. Shots were fired from a white sedan, which sped off by 2 men, according to those witnesses. 3 men who died, their ages 19, 22, and 23.
Youngest.
The 4th
Hell no.
also 22, was dropped off at Loretto Hospital and then transported by ambulance to the trauma center at Stroger Hospital. Nearby Tilton Elementary was put on lockdown for a short time, and early on, Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson says it looks like this could be a gang-related matter.
We know that 3 individuals were shot. That shooting is really fresh, so we're working it out. It was in a gang conflict area, so we're looking at that aspect of it. But that's all I can share with you right now.
Historically, police say they get very little cooperation when it comes to gang-related shootings.
Hell yeah, because the motherfuckers, they cooperate, they gonna be next. Shit, I would. Hell no, I don't know nothing on God, bro. Hell no, I'd be scared too, motherfuckers. I say like I'm not even like in the streets, or I know what these motherfuckers over here doing. I know they slinging out. I know they knocking ops off this and that. Shit, they ain't gonna get me, motherfucker. I don't know nothing on God, bro. Hell no.
September 15th, just several days ago, at least 350 people have been killed in the city of Chicago.
Shit.
Reporting from Mount Sinai, Patrick Elwood, WGN News.
Oh, they got footage of this shit. Wow. This shit crazy, bro. This shit crazy, broad daylight. It's wild though.
Derek Burns, who also was known as Pluto 2 times, was shot in his head and chest and died at the hospital. He was 20 years old at his death. He was shot and killed in the 700 block of North Cicero, Garfield Park neighborhood on the west side on September 28th, 2019. Damn. A man was killed and a woman wounded in a shooting Saturday in Austin on the west side. About 4 p.m., 20-year-old Derek L. Burns and the 28-year-old woman were stopped at a traffic light in the 700 block of North Cicero Avenue when the male got out of a white vehicle that also stopped at the light, approached their vehicle, and fired shots at them, Chicago police and the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office said. Burns was struck in the head and chest and a woman in the torso.
Damn,
they were able to take themselves to West Suburban Medical Center in Oak Park, where Burns was pronounced dead, authorities said. The woman was listed in good condition. An autopsy Sunday found that Burns died of multiple gunshot wounds, the medical examiner's office said. His death was ruled a homicide. No one is in custody as Area North detectives investigate. Pluto 2 Times was just one of the many who were shot and died over that violent Chicago weekend. A violent weekend in Chicago left 12 people dead and dozens more wounded,
in a weekend,
police
bro.
said.
So you telling me 12 motherfuckers passed away in one weekend, bro, in Chicago? Hell nah, bro.
Chicago police said a total of 66 people were shot from 6 p.m. on Friday to midnight on Sunday.
Oh my
and 12
God.
of these victims have died, including Pluto 2 Times.
God
Police
damn.
Superintendent Eddie Johnson says this violence is not random. He says it is targeted, fueled by gang members, and specifically, he says, people who have either shot or killed before. Tonight, he says it's time community members start turning gunmen into police.
That
Tonight,
shit crazy,
parts
bro.
of Chicago are in a crisis.
What happened this weekend did not happen in every neighborhood in Chicago, but it is unacceptable to happen in any neighborhood of Chicago.
As Lollapalooza raged downtown and the Cubs played on the north side, the most violent weekend of the year terrorized neighborhoods on the city's south and west sides. A dozen people killed, among them a 17-year-old girl shot in the face and a boy the same age on a bike.
They have the same aspirations, same desires that I do for my children that you do.
We can't solve these things without the community.
That takes more than policing.
The police are not going to save us. That the city is not going to save us. The cavalry is not coming. The cavalry is us. We have to save each other.
Tamar Manasseh is a one-woman cavalry. She sits on the corner of 75th and Stewart in Englewood every day, and she has for 4 years.
It's a matter of how do we get people to stop being afraid to come out of their homes and to re-engage with society. Once we take ownership of our blocks again, then it changes everything.
Once the shock of the weekend violence wears off, police hope people will start talking about who's responsible for nearly 70 shootings.
See, the thing is, like, with it out there, bro, and shit like that, like, how do I want to put this? Like, it could be one day you a civilian, you a regular dude, you be kicking it, you play sports, you be chilling, this and that. You a youngin in high school, or you just get out of high school, this and that. You get a call, your homie got killed or murdered, or your cousin got murdered, or you get robbed, or somebody murders somebody in front of your eyes, or somebody just do something crazy. That is gonna start a whole war. You feel what I'm saying? It would just be the most randomest shit that would turn somebody up and turn them into a monster, a murderer. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what people don't understand, bro. Like, it just happens to people. But they make it seem like people that are in the streets, like they just want to go out and start murdering people. Like, there's always a reason. There's always a reason why somebody's getting murdered. There's a reason why people are murdering people. And people don't understand that. Is it right? Hell no, it's not right. It's definitely 100% not right. But there's always a reason, bro. And somebody out here doing something shiesty all the time, bro. I swear to God, y'all. That's why I try to say, y'all stay about the way. Y'all stay safe, bro. Especially up in the trenches, because this shit get real, bro. Look what happened to Lil Jeff. Bro, Lil Jeff, he turned up in 2024. I don't know if y'all seen the interview. He said, I just turned up, bro. I used to play basketball. I used to be in sports kicking it, bro. I turned up 2024. Caught hella bodies, bro. Then lost his life. And all that started a whole war, bro. Telling y'all, bro, that shit crazy. And this ain't just in Chicago. This everywhere, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, that's just the reality of the streets, bro.
Despite this weekend's surge in violence, shootings for the year are still down from what they were last year. Both Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson are continuing their calls for stiffer penalties at a state level for repeat offenders.
All right, y'all. There y'all have it, man. It's been a story of Pluto 2 Times.
Motherfucker killed 3 people at the gas station.
We added it.
Killed 3 people at the corner store, bro. Over some squares. Hell no, Brody's a demon, bro. I don't know what he was thinking. He obviously was not rocking with it. I don't know if he wanted to square it. I don't know, bro. I'm not out there. I don't know. I wasn't around. I don't know. That shit crazy though, bro. Over some squares is wild. And I probably wouldn't even over the squares. Probably over the disrespect. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit crazy, bro. Let me know what y'all think it was over, bro. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, bro. This shit getting serious. Like I said, stay safe, stay up out the way, handle y'all business, get y'all bags up, get y'all physique up, get y'all mental up, you hear me? It's on with y'all, bro.